We're going to take another look at the 2024 recruiting class, and we're going to shine a spotlight on four-star wide receiver Ivan Carreon, who signed with the Oklahoma Sooners. We're going to look at his highlights. We're going to look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. But before we do all that, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're covering the 2024 recruiting class player by player every single day this off season, and you need to know what your players look like before they start taking the field for your team. Here's his 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for just the highlights, fast forward a few minutes, you will get there. But we're looking at a four-star prospect, ranked 35 in the class, 42 in the composite, but 6'6", 196. So we got a bigger wide receiver. We're going to see a wide receiver who posts up at the catch point. I guarantee you that in the highlights. So stay tuned for that. We're already enrolled with Oklahoma. We received just 5 offers, maybe more. That's just what's listed here. Texas Tech, Purdue is noted, but we're with the Sooners. Scrolling down here, and he's a jumbo outside wide receiver. I think we've kind of guessed that. He beats the DB's leverage, builds above average top end speed thanks to long striding gait, fluid mover with loose movement patterns. What this tells me, he moves very well for size. He's got some quicks for size, moves laterally very well for size. Might have better route running than what you would normally see for a 6'6" wide receiver. Also, strong catch radius, strong at the catch points. Big red zone threat, as you would guess. Good after the catch. High functional athleticism. Ran track and played basketball. So we're going to have good movement skills and some speed here. We got some noted times for the 300 meters. So we got some long speed as well. Also, he's locked in with Oklahoma. Texas Tech tried to come through, but he had to decommit from them. Now we're a Sooner. We're a 4-star prospect. We're a 4-star prospect with the other recruiting sites as well. Ranked 43rd on 3, 16 on ESPN, but 81 on Rivals. We're going to have to check the highlights. 6'6", 195. Let's see what he's working with on the highlights here. We got a big disparity in the rankings. Some sites are really low. Some of them are kind of up there. 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Let's see what we can get out of this sample here. I don't think they marked him off, but he's at the top. Boom, nice catch. Let's see that speed. Let's see that speed. They said he's got good speed for his size. He had some distance there. Probably did not hit the top end. Off the line pretty good, looks like. Good concentration at the catch point. Definitely can see the length on him. Catches it outside of his body very well out in front of him. He's definitely a long strider. It's going to look different. Everything's going to look vastly different on him compared to other wide receivers getting downfield. Solid at the catch point. Solid. Gets upfield quick. There we go. Is that play not dead? What's up with this? They calling it? Good awareness there. Upfield. Ball in front of him. Makes the play. Pitch and catch should look like pitch and catch. That's a good break for his size. I'll say that much. That's a good look there. That was probably the most impressive thing we've seen. I know those highlight reel catches are nice, but seeing a 6'6" guy break off a route with no drift. There was no drift on it. Good coming off the release. Good assertive aggressiveness there, if that's a thing. And then we're moving. We do have some turn in his legs. We do move pretty quickly. Moves good for size. And what I like is his ability to break off routes. He's got smooth footwork. Get into that corner. He's a very smooth wide receiver. I'll say that. Smooth for his size. I'll say he's the smoothest big guy of the class. I think I can say that with ease. It's impossible for a 6'6" guy to be the smoothest guy. It's possible, but it's never really been seen. But for the big guys, 6'5", 6'6", maybe throwing 6'4" even, smoothest on the route running. We've only seen like 2 or 3 breaks on the routes too. He glides because of that long stride. That speed's very deceptive. Deceptive speed. There he is. Boom. Quick hands on the catch. Brought it in very quickly. He's got that easily. You can't let him have that back corner. Let's take that middle. There we go. Smart awareness by the quarterback. There's a lot of bodies in that area. 50-50 ball machine. He can snag some catches away from his body. Strong hands and good catch radius. His catch radius is huge. We're on the inside here. DB on the inside as well. Inside of him. Inside leverage. Just beats him at the catch point. It's probably going to be the same thing. Just beating him at the catch point. His body shields him away. So much to cover and get through. Trying to get to him. Where's he at? Where's he at on that one? Take a mulligan on that. Okay, we're punting. That's why. We're multifaceted. Multifaceted player. I know it was a small sample in the route running, but very encouraging on those few breaks that we did see. Good at getting downfield. At the high school level, you got a guy like this, you're just going to throw him up. Throw it up to him. Let him win at the catch point. Let him do his thing. There we go again. We see this a lot with big wide receivers at the high school level. Good release there. Oh, very physical. Moves laterally very well. Definitely can tell he plays basketball and track and other sports. Getting upfield. You see it right there with the breaks and moving around laterally. Is that him on defense? Yep. I'll say this for a big wide receiver, 6'6", 6'5", 6'4 plus. Best route runner when it comes to fluidity, breaking off routes. Small sample. We're talking about 3-ish of routes that he needed to break off on this highlight tape. But what I saw was highly encouraging, which tells me that he has the capacity to break off some nasty routes for his size, which, if he leans into that more, sharpens the iron of that skill set. With his height, his ball skills, and everything else he cooks with on the field, he could be a nasty wide receiver. If he leaned into that and really developed that part of his skill set, he could be a very nasty wide receiver and play on Sundays. And also, he has to develop in everything else, but that would make him a different type of wide receiver than what we see on Saturdays and Sundays as well. A bigger wide receiver who can break off routes, limited drift, creating separation, on top of the ball skills, on top of getting downfield, the strong hands, and everything else. He's good at the catch points. He's fantastic there, catching balls away from his body, times to catches perfectly, strong hands. This guy has a lot of upside. He's got to tap into it, and if he does, he's going to be a big deal. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.